For further analysis on the matter, Mr. Emad Eldin Hussien, the editor-in-chief of Qnews newspaper and Egyptian senator, joins us from Cairo. Welcome to Qnews, sir. Now, in light of Iranian foreign minister's visit to Cairo, how does Egypt's rejection of military solutions reflect its broader diplomatic strategy in addressing regional conflicts and rising tensions with regards to Iran's nuclear program?
Upon all, such a visit is very important regarding the time and the presence of the General Director of IAEA. We know that there is a full official relation between Egypt and Iran that developing. Today, the visit of the Foreign Minister of Iran is a great development, not only bilateral ties, but with respect to the conflict in the region and the Israeli threats against the nuclear facilities in Iran, and along with the US-Iranian talks regarding the nuclear program. Therefore, I think that it is exposing developing ties between Egypt and Iran, along with IAE and Egypt's reaffirmation on the main principles of the non-proliferation in the region. And most importantly, what is stated by the Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati reaffirmed that Egypt's rejection in the escalation in the region or shift or transferring the nuclear American program into a conflict in the region.
Mr. Hussien, the meeting between President Sisi and the Iranian foreign minister carries many messages. In your own opinion, what are the most important of these messages?
Messages that Egypt-Iranian ties are developing, that stipulated in the statement of the Egyptian presidency that has been agreed upon in working to escalate the ties between the two countries, along with the full rejection of Egypt and its reaffirmation in order to have a peaceful agreement, and most importantly, rejecting the Israeli threats attacking the Iranian facilities, and importantly, the solutions of Palestine, course that will eradicate the justifications and pretexts either from Israel or in some countries in the region, and it is viewed the conflicts in the region, but clearly that Israel wishes all the time to push the US to the joint attacks on the nuclear facilities or bilateral attacks. But it is noticeably that through the ongoing negotiation between US and Iran, either in Oman or in Rome.
Mm-hmm. So what are the geopolitical and security implications of Egypt's call for a nuclear weapons-free zone in the Middle East, especially in the context of Israel's undeclared nuclear arsenal and Iran's nuclear ambitions? Sir, can you hear me?
Whoever is following this matter would realize that Egypt was in the forefront of the pain and a great concern in this dossier in the 90s, along with Amr Moussa as foreign minister. Such a file was very important in the Egyptian diplomacy, with the necessity of the making the Israeli, or rather the Middle East region, to be free of the nuclear. And Egypt is still repeating and reaffirming and emphasizing the issue, as it isn't correct for an sole country to sole nuclear technology and fighting other countries, and even if these countries that they are pushing for developing such a technology for only and solely to produce electricity in such countries.
So how does Egypt play a prominent role in bridging the gap between Iran and the International Atomic Energy Agency?
Truly, for the interest of Egypt in to avoid the region into a military conflict, particularly including in a part of nuclear side, as Iran is attacking nuclear facilities in Iran, that would cause a great catastrophe, as Iran would, as an area of intercepting the nuclear missiles, and therefore Egypt's eagerness that such indulgence of a military conflict that will have a great impact in the region, and as Egypt has always to warn of this matter and to reaffirm more than time of the necessity of reaching a peaceful solution and agreement, and to have some sort of a political agreement in order to avoid the region of such a matter.
Well, that was Mr. Emad Eldin Hussien from Cairo, the editor-in-chief of Shroot newspaper and Egyptian senator. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us here on Q News.